What's up, you guys? We are back for another Do That But Better. I'm Zach, here with my brother Eric. I'm not even gonna let you talk today, Eric.
Okay, I'll just look good over here.
Well, I mean, that's debatable. That's um, but Eric, we are, I would say we are right in the middle or like right at the beginning of the holiday vortex. And so actually we sent some stuff out on Instagram to see what are people's biggest obstacles when it comes to fitness over the holidays. And so we've got a few questions or just a few concerns, I guess it would be, and wanted to go over them and see what we can do about them.
Boom. Give the people what they want.
That's right. And yeah, so right now we've got what, 3 days till Christmas? What is today? Tuesday,
Something like
Wednesday,
that.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday. So yeah, I guess if you count New Year, your Christmas
Christmas
Eve.
Eve.
And then we've got that crazy week where nobody knows what day it is, and nobody knows, am I supposed to be at work? Do I have work? Where am I at? And everything really starts to fall out of place. And actually, I was just talking to somebody the other day, and they were saying that something had changed at work. And when there's change, they said it's my personality that I just fall off. And I love that they said this because this isn't a personality trait. This isn't like something, and really, it's we're creatures of habit, and I think that anybody, when things change, it's very difficult to number one continue what you were doing because guess what? Situation changed, and then
Hmm.
number two, finding what is my new rhythm because we do everything on rhythm. We used to actually,
Yep.
when I was at the firehouse, we had one captain who like everybody parks in the same spot, you know, and so he would come in at the same time every day, and he'd park, and he had his coffee, and he would walk around, and he'd come around the back of his van. He had like an old conversion van, and with the ladder on the back and all that, and and he would put his coffee on the bumper, open it up, get his like duffel bag out of it, close it up, and come on in. It was every single day, like clockwork, at the same time. And actually, if you even look at most people, how early are they? Like the same early every day. How late are they? The same early or the same late every day. You're like they're 3 minutes late, and they go, "I'm sorry." It's like, no, you're not. You are not sorry. You do it every single time, right? But we are creatures of habit, and this time right now is going to throw everybody off, but we can do things about it.
Hmm. Yeah, I was just talking with people about routine and schedule, and
Mm-hmm.
that like if you give yourself that structure, it will probably never happen exactly the way you draw it up. But if you have that structure, then you know like the key parts that you're gonna build in, no matter what, no matter how things change around it.
Right. Tools, not rules. And
Yeah.
this has been CrossFit's mantra ever since Eric Roza had became CEO or whatever he is, head honcho, whatever that is. But and if you have the tools, instead of, hey, I have to do these exact things, right? If you're looking for exact things, then any little change is going to throw you off. But if I just have a general baseline, and actually in the CrossFit world, so the prescription for nutrition: eat meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar, right? Keep
Mm-hmm.
intake to levels that supports exercise and not body fat. It doesn't tell you, hey, you need to be vegetarian. It doesn't tell you you need to be caveman. It doesn't tell you any specifics. It gives you the tools. Here's what you need to do, and now you have to fit it to your life, your schedule, your culture, whatever it is. What are the things that I eat, and how do I make that fit for me?
Mm-hmm.
And same thing when it comes to fitness. It's like, all right, what is most important and what can I get in and how.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really having a clear picture of what's your goal, and
Mhm.
then um, not being married to the how.
Right.
So, like, whatever, throughout the year, normal routine, the how might be showing up at the CrossFit gym.
Right.
When things change, when you're on vacation, when it's this holiday vortex, the how is going to change. And so recognizing that the how doesn't really matter, it's the what.
Right.
Keeping that going, then you'll be fine.
Yeah. And if you think, what are my goals? And so if it's to continuously be active for a long period of my life, so till I'm 110,
Mm-hmm.
then what kind of things do I need to do right now? And it's like, well, I do need to move. Do I need to do the craziest workout I've ever done? Probably not, right? And
Right.
here's the thing, if you are consistent on a yearly basis, then having this 2 weeks of just sort of crazy doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And so, one of the questions is, uh, what if my gym is closed, right? Yeah, guess what? We're going to have holiday hours because we also have family and we have stuff to do also. And yeah, like lots of times we go, well, what am I supposed to do now? And I'll tell you what, one of my goals as a gym owner is that people walk out of here, whether they leave, right, whether they move,
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason they are not coming here anymore. I hope that we give them enough knowledge so that they know what to do in any situation, how to move, how to put together a workout, how to put together a great workout, because there can be a difference. And I think that you need to know that. Do I need a warm up? What kind of warm up should I be able to do? But it's like the whole, you can give a fish or you can teach them to fish.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, just through repetition, you start going, all right, what do I need to do? How about if I stand up, sit down? What if I pick things up? What if I put things over my head? I can hinge at the waist, right? I can press, I can pull, and it's like, all right, I just said like 15 things that I could be doing, and now what order do I want to put them in? And look at CrossFit, right? CrossFit is known for couplets and triplets. Put two things, three things together, and let's do them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got Cindy. It's pull-ups, push-ups, and squats. 20 minutes. You can do that in any form you want. Maybe if you don't have a pull-up bar, now all of a sudden you have push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. And guess what? It'll be equally as effective. And how long do I need to do it? Well, in the CrossFit world, we've got short, medium, and long, right? So, well, how much time do you have on your holiday
Right.
week? And it's like, all right, you got 10 minutes? All right, then 10 minutes is probably the best because we want variance anyways, right? Variance is going to bring us results. And so I can go, guess what? Today I got 20 minutes. Tomorrow I got an hour. All right, then let's put some stuff together. What kind of equipment do I have? And now it doesn't really matter if it was the the perfect squat cycle or anything else. You're going to move and pull, push, hinge, squat, and you're probably going to be pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any favorites that you go to?
Um, so I guess it depends on what I have, and I love throwing in just some kind of Tabata. So 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and 8 rounds. And I'll just throw in anything. Like, what do I
Mm-hmm.
feel that day? So if I have something to pick up, I might either deadlift or do like ground to overhead. So just pick it up, put it over my head, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Um, and otherwise, throwing in any kind of body weight. And I'll go squats. I almost always will throw in body weight squats if I have no equipment, just because
Mm-hmm.
I think that it makes me feel good. But so squats, push ups, sit ups. And lots of times when I'm doing something like that, I'll turn my squats into lunges. uh, and to be honest, I don't really know why. I just must like doing that. But I like to get just like single legged stuff.
Hmm.
Maybe it hurts a little bit more. But yeah, so I'll do Tabata, or I will just set a clock, and usually just like 10 minutes or so, and it will be push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and probably those movements the most. The funny thing, now that I think of it, I usually change my workout in the middle of it. It's like I'm sort of bored with that, and it's like, all right, and now I'm gonna do this. Like I'll throw some kind of like Turkish get up or a burpee or like something where I get all the way down to the ground.
Hmm.
And I feel like if I'm just piecing something together, it usually changes throughout it. And it's like, I don't want to do that movement anymore. I'm going to do this.
Hmm.
How about you?
Uh, I think my two go-tos for sure are push-ups and squats. You do
Mm,
10 down to 1, back up to 10,
yeah, I love that one.
which is brutal. Or you just do 10 down to 1 or 1 up to 10, however you
Right.
want to do it. Um, Depending on how many reps you want to do. But that is always a doozy. And it's super quick, takes up zero space. Because a lot of
Yeah.
times this year, we're home this year, but a lot of times we're traveling at people's houses, and it's like, okay, what can I do in the bedroom real quick before I go take a shower and we're all doing family stuff?
Mm,
And that's an easy one. Or 50 burpees. 50
yeah.
burpees for time. Usually, I mean, it'll take different amounts of time. Usually takes me just under 2 minutes. That's my goal. The goal is like a minute 50. And
Nice.
it sucks.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot. It's a brutal sprint. Um, and then you're good to go. Your heart rate's you're probably gonna be still sweating when you get out of the shower. But yeah, those two, I'm done.
Yeah.
After that.
I'll just say when I'm doing little things like that, especially like around vacations or holidays or anything like that, my intensity is usually super low. I just I don't really care about it as much,
Hmm.
and so I usually set a clock. I don't really like to do a task priority workout. I usually just do it for time so that I know that I got it done. So
Hmm.
I turn it into a time priority. Hey, I'm going to work for this amount of time, and then I will be done when it's done. And yeah, so sometimes I'll breathe really hard, sometimes I won't.
Yep.
But
And again, like the goal is to move,
mhm,
right? If your goal is to be fit and healthy for your whole life, then what you have to do today is be active
right,
in some form. And so it doesn't matter what the intensity is, how long you do it. It matters that you do something.
right, yeah, for sure. And if you have equipment, or just even just dumbbells or whatever, you know, same kind of thing. So like you were talking about, hey, I'm gonna do X amount of this, or if you're gonna go the time route, all right, I'm gonna do X amount of movements, you know, um,
Hmm.
and I love like when I first even found CrossFit and I was trying to put together, like, do you remember when people go, oh, you're doing a CrossFit workout, and it was just because you threw a bunch of crap together, and I was like doing squats while I curled, and like it was just like, and I'll tell you what, like,
That'll get you all the Instagram followers.
yeah, and I'll tell you what, it was really freaking fun, and the huge benefit of it, yeah, maybe not, but the benefit was the consistency, and it was fun. I think that is another thing that it has to be a must, right?
Hmm.
If you're not having fun, you're not going to do it. And so just make up your own crap. And man, I, I I I can't remember what the workout was, but I feel like I did it often. I remember telling Bob, because he was like, what do you do? I was like, oh, right now I'm doing this squat curl to a press, and it was like try and put as many movements as possible into one, and it's man, it's a lot of fun. And if you're
Mhm.
looking to move everything, it's a great way to do it.
Yep. That's one that I used to do a lot. In college, I would run to this one kind of empty park with a big hill, and there was a rock that I kept kind of hidden in the weeds.
Mhm.
And I'd get there and throw the rock and like broad jump to the rock. Throw the rock, broad jump.
Oh, brutal.
And that will like just even if you have like a basketball or something, throwing things is so much fun. You can do it
Yeah.
over your head, like see how far you can throw it.
Yep.
And that's a good workout. Man, it's explosive. You're basically jumping, sprinting.
Yeah. There's an old hero watt. I forgot what it's called, but it was bear crawls and burpee broad jumps. And dude, it is absolutely miserable. And actually, when we were in the garage, I remember we ended up doing that, and I can't believe that anybody came back. It was like, oh my goodness. And I mean, you'd be surprised at how doing little things like that, just so bear crawls and crab walks and just any of those like animal moving things. And yeah, do that for 10 minutes. Holy crap, you've got a great workout.
Yeah, wear gloves.
Yeah,
You're gonna get blisters on your palms.
absolutely.
But yeah, that's the precision nutrition workouts. In the warm ups, it always has like 50 feet of bear crawls. And that's
Yeah.
what everyone always says like, the workouts are great. The warm up, all the bear crawls.
Yep. I remember like when they put the handstand walking into the CrossFit Open, and so we do bear crawls pretty often here, and somebody had just said, "Can you imagine if they put bear crawls in the Open?" And then they did, and they're like, "You son of a," and they're like, "Well, and I can't handstand walk, and we're bear crawling." It was the best. Yeah. So, all right. So gym is closed, but we've got plenty of things that we can do. Now, one of the other things that people had asked about is, winter blues, and um, I feel like this is sort of up your alley because I feel like you're pretty good with just mindset and things like that. What would you give as advice for people that are just down this time of year?
Well, today's the perfect day to think about it because I think today's solstice, right?
Hmm.
So today is the shortest day of the year,
Yeah.
which means every day after this, you get more sunshine.
Heck yeah. Bring it.
So there's your mindset shift right there, is knowing that you've made it to the worst and
Yeah.
it's only getting better from here.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
my like favorite mindset shift. The other thing is like just making time to be out when the sun is out.
Yeah.
Like right now, we've had ridiculous weather. We've had no snow. It's like hitting low 60s pretty much every day.
Wow.
But it's only low 60s for like 2 hours. And it's real cold outside of that. And so, like, making time at that, like, 2 or 3 o'clock to be like, all right, kids, we're going outside. We're going for a walk. We're going to the park, whatever.
Hmm.
Or, like, I'm going to take my lunch outside just so that I can, like, get sun in my eyeballs and
Yeah.
on my face. That makes such a huge difference for me. Because if I work all day at this time of year and I'm
Right.
like never out in the sun, a couple days of that and I am feeling pretty cranky. I'm pretty unhappy.
Yeah.
So just, if you can take a 10-minute walk on your lunch break and be in the sun for that much time, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, like that was one of our other questions was like, what do you do about the sudden urge to sleep all the time? And I think they really go together. And yeah, we're inside a lot. We're um, the days have been short, so it's like there's light for like 3 hours, and
Hmm.
but now it is going to be getting better. But it is really important to start getting out and making sure that you're getting some sun. Uh, I mean, even just in here, it can get pretty it, especially having no windows and things like that. And does your work have windows? And are you going from early morning in your car to your job, and like you barely got any sun, and then you're getting back in your car and it's dark again? And
Hmm.
so yeah, of course you're and then you're also stressed, right? So it's like I get no sun, or I don't even see the sun. I'm stressed because all these things are coming up. So you need to relax and breathe. And actually, exercise can be beneficial there. Just giving you a little bit of energy, get your hormones moving,
Hmm.
and then we also have to start thinking about food. So what kind of food am I eating, and is it food that's giving me energy? So and we want good energy, not fast bursts of energy, right?
Hmm.
So if you're just eating a bunch of candy and things like that, yeah, it does, but it also gives you those downs, right? So you have like a triple whammy here, where it's like, all right, we need to think about each of these things and just optimize them as much as you can. So start thinking about, am I getting the vegetables and fruit that I need? Right? So getting good food, nutritious, you're getting vitamins, minerals, all those kind of things. Get outside so you're getting vitamins and minerals from the sun, and keep moving. A object in motion stays in motion, and I think that especially if you can get a workout in the morning, I think it really sets the pace for the day. And that workout does not have to be the hardest gym workout you've ever done. Maybe it is just going out for a 10-minute walk, right? And so now you got outside, and you know what? Get that cold air on your skin, right? And
Totally.
tell me that you're not awake when you're done with that. And so finding some of these little things that you can really put into place, and get the consistency. And like I think that we've said this in just about everything we've ever said, that the consistency is what's going to help, and
Hmm.
especially if things are changing.
Yep. And I know, like, especially in these months, it it's more challenging to get up early, to go out on that walk when it's dark, the sun's just coming up. Um, and that's where, uh, in my mind, it's more exciting to think of myself as super BA. They're like, all these suckers are still sleeping, and I'm getting out. I don't
Yeah,
care how cold it is. I feel like I am more likely to go out for a morning run when it is freezing cold, dark, and possibly raining
yeah,
than when it's really nice out. Because I'm like, oh man, I'm like Rocky.
yeah,
I'm showing up when it's crappy out.
right.
Um, but yeah, I thinking about yourself that way helps me at least.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, and actually, I think that is one thing that draws people to CrossFit is so when you feel like you are doing something like novel or that other people won't do.
Hmm.
And I mean, how often do you hear people say, I could never do CrossFit, right? And it's like, well, like everybody's going to do it in their own way. We're going to use functional movements. We're going to do them at high intensity. That's all relative, right?
Hmm.
And so, I mean, there was always that saying that you always know a CrossFitter because they don't stop talking about CrossFit. Like that's the first rule, right? And I think it is because you go, I just did that,
Hmm.
right? I totally remember telling Natalie workouts, and I'll be like, Natalie, what I just did was 21:15:9 thrusters. A thruster is a squat into it's like this, and it was with 95 pounds. And then I did pull-ups, so I did 20. And she's like, oh, good, Zach. And but
And it's
when
like, oh, I'm that 4-year-old telling my mommy what I.
dude, it was like every day, and she put
Yep,
up with it.
ditto.
but but I think that you should feel like that. You should go, I'm doing the things that other people aren't, right? And because if there is an obesity epidemic, if we're having trouble with people being independent into their 50s and 60s, right? Which that's crazy. That's absolutely
Yeah.
crazy. Like especially the closer I get to 50, it's like, oh my goodness, I can't imagine not being able to do something in the next 10 years,
Hmm.
right? And if you want that, we need consistency. And again, it doesn't have to be the craziest thing, but you should like other people should be like, why are they doing that? Because even
Totally.
if you stopped and did 10 burpees in the middle of just family at your house, most people are going to be like, what in the world are they doing? And they'll tease you, right? And it's 10. It'll take less than a minute, right? And it's not that crazy, but it is crazy to most people, right?
Unless you're at our house with our family,
Yeah.
like Seth last year, New Year's.
With the push-ups, that was
Yeah.
he was
The whole
like,
house is doing push-ups.
oh man, that was absolutely insane. And yeah, I mean, yeah, he had set his clock for like every 5 minutes or
Yep.
something like that, doing push-ups. Yeah, and you know what?
And so then it's normal.
Exactly, and it got everybody doing it,
Hmm.
right? So it was at first it was like, all right, whatever, but then you're like, well, I'm not doing anything else, and you just started a like a movement revolution,
Hmm.
right? Which is actually really cool because even if nobody ever does it again, right? What or maybe if one person does it again, right? Now you just made a huge difference in somebody else's life because
Hmm.
you are a role model or it just an influence, and you can either be influencing to not do anything or to be moving every day.
Right. Yeah, you can be the person, whatever, at whoever's house if you're visiting. And they're like, "Why are you breathing so hard?"
I was
I was
watching
watching
Cops.
Cops. No. Yeah, like just to let them know. Oh, I was just doing my 21:59 of push-ups and squats. I'm like, oh, yeah, you want to join me next time? There you go. Like now it's
Yep,
normal.
absolutely. Yeah. Well, I let's see what else we got. Gym is closed, so we've already blasted that. And actually,
Hmm.
if anybody is looking for something to do, if you're like, I just can't think of anything, and I don't want to do that, I've got so message me, and I will send you our travel workouts ebook. So it is um, just body weight or like dumbbells and jump rope. So very minimal equipment. You can choose either, and I will send that to you. You can also go on our website and there's a we have a free hit workout ebook, and you can also go to our YouTube page. So over COVID, we did a bunch of at-home workouts, and if you have just like a dumbbell and jump rope, you guys can do the workout right along with me. So I'll help warm you up. Then you go into the workout, and that's where I leave you. So I'll give you a 3, 2, 1, go, and then you can go. But all stuff that you can do at home, 10, 30 minutes, depending on how much time you want to put into it. But there's always something you can do. And the best isn't always the best. It's like get something done, send it. Just send it, and you can always work on that later. But the consistency is going to be the most important thing. And for all intents and purposes, you're going to be doing a lot of stuff in the holidays, anyways.
Hmm.
So don't necessarily freak out about it.
Yeah, go ice skating, go shovel some snow, have a
Yeah,
snowball fight,
all of
all
it
those things.
works.
Yeah, and if you keep that consistency right now, instead of the suckers who are waiting, like, oh yeah, start of the year, then I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
Get a week head start, a 2 week head start.
Yep. The, Yeah, the best time to plant a tree is 30 years ago, and
Hmm.
second best time is right now. So it's
Yep.
just do it, and yeah, it doesn't matter how great it is.
You should trademark that.
What's
Just
that?
do it.
Just do it. I'm gonna make a shirt. But yeah, well, awesome. Uh, don't get caught in the vortex. Keep up keep up your consistency no matter
Mm,
what. And this is a great test time. Most people go, well, it's great when I eat really well Monday through Friday. Well, yeah, and then things change. So the discipline comes on those times at the
mhm,
holidays. This is where, hey, this is just what I do, and these are the things that are really gonna push progress because they come up way more than you think. Because there's a weekend every week, there's a holiday every month, then there's birthdays, and you probably know more people than you care to, and there's going to be something that's coming up. Then there's work celebrations and whatever the heck it is. But if you can keep
mhm.
some kind of consistency throughout all of it, you're going to be the winner every single time.
Yep. Yeah. And again, don't be married to the how. Like, well, I can't go to the gym and do my workout with a barbell. Who cares? Do it at home.
Yeah,
Do whatever you can, right? The how does not matter as long as you're doing the what, which is showing up and moving.
tools, not rules. All right,
Yep.
awesome. You guys, we will be here every Tuesday at 12 o'clock Central Time. So hope to see you guys again for Do That But Better. And message us if you guys have any questions, if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, or if you're looking for some workouts to do, message me and I will send you our travel workouts ebook. We'll talk to you soon.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, Eric.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.